Hey, hey you there. Hey you. I don't want you in my comments saying, you can just go to the store and buy a mask. If you want to buy a mask, then you should be on your way to the store instead of watching this video. Now let's get started painting masks.
These venal and virulent vermin vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the violently vicious and voracious violation of volition.
Simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V.
I'm gonna start off by applying a white cream makeup all over my face. I'm gonna use a light brown eyeshadow to create the contours in my face. Now I'm gonna use a lighter brown eyeshadow to blend it in over my face, contour. I'm gonna use a translucent powder just to tone this down a little bit. Taking a black eyeshadow and just deepening the contours up a little bit. Applying a brown tan eyeshadow on my bottom lip. I'm going to trace out the mustache. A mustache, you a question. Trace out the gold-tea looking beard. I'm going to trace the brow, making a curve in the front and a thin line at the tail of the brow. Taking some black cream makeup to fill in the brows and on my gold tea and only on my lids too. Taking a light brown eyeshadow and applying that on my lower lash line. I'm going to apply orange blush on my cheeks. Now I'm going to apply the black cream makeup to the inside of my top lip. Using the black cream makeup to darken up all the black areas. Now I'm going to use a gray eyeshadow to create those little lines in the corners of my eyes like they're wrinkles. Find a fedora, a cape if you have one, and you are V for Vendetta.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government.
I'm going to use this concealer that's a couple of shades darker than my skin tone and has an orange undertone. You can use a foundation if you want, but I only have this concealer that's a couple of shades darker. I'm going to use a dark brown eyeshadow to create these circles around my eyes. Using a light brown eyeshadow to fill in the circles. Using a dark brown eyeshadow that's almost black, I'm going to just shade in the inner parts of my eyes. Use a black eyeshadow to line around my eyes with a thin line. I'm going to use a black liquid liner to trace over that dark brown eyeshadow. I'm going to use a dark brown eyeshadow to draw a thin line for the brows, and I use the concealer to really kind of cover up my brows so you don't see how you don't see the shape of the brows basically, but you still can a little bit, but it's okay because the dark brown eyeshadow, you know, comes through. I'm going to use the white jumbo eye pencil to apply that to my bottom lip. I'm going to apply the peachy tone corrector right under the white base that I put on. I'm also going to apply the peachy corrector to my top lip as well. Now I'm going to bring the peachy corrector out to my face a little bit and connect the bottom and the top together. Now I'm going to use a light brown eyeshadow just to shade in underneath that. Now I'm going to use a gray eyeshadow to fill in the lines where the teeth are going to go, where the teeth will go, and I didn't realize until now that I should have brought the corrector up a little bit more because it kind of looks like it's going to kind of look like I have buck teeth now, but you know, you live and you learn. So now I'm just going to use a black eyeshadow to kind of shade in a little bit directly under where the teeth are. And I'm really upset that I didn't bring that corrector up some more because it really looks like I have big buck teeth. Now I'm going to use a brown eyeshadow to draw out where I want the contours to go. I'm also going to use the brown eyeshadow to create a little bit of shading under my eyes or around my eyes. Using a darker brown eyeshadow, I'm going to deepen the contours I made. Now I'm going to use a translucent powder from Sonia Kashuk that has a little bit of light reflecting shimmers in it to create the natural highlights that you would see on a mask. Have fun purging tonight and feeling cleansed. So I'm going to start off by tracing where I want to put the eyes and the mouth and the contour. So now I'm just going to take a foundation that's a couple of shades lighter and apply that around the areas that I didn't trace. Now I'm going to take the white cream makeup and apply that in my eye, and you want to make it into like a kind of like oval shape, not a perfect circle. So now I'm going to take a blue eyeshadow and fill it in the middle part, just the middle. And I didn't have a light enough blue eyeshadow. Like his eyes were like a sky blue, but this is the lightest I had. Now I'm going to apply black eyeshadow in the middle of the blue as a pupil. So I filled in the lips with the black cream makeup, and now I'm just going to contour and give myself high cheekbones. Now I'm going to outline around the eye with a brown eyeshadow. Now I'm going to use a black liquid liner to trace over that brown eyeshadow. Now I'm going to take a taupe brown eyeshadow and just blend that under my eye and making it, you know how you would normally keep it on the lash line and you wouldn't bring it out too far to look like raccoon eyes. I actually bring this down far so you can see it when you close your eyes. Now I'm going to use a brown eyeshadow to deepen the contour. And I'm also going to shade in around the sides of my face too. Now I'm going to mix a little bit of pink and orange blush and just put that on the cheekbone. I'm also going to use the liquid liner to draw some short lashes on the outer corners. I'm going to apply a little bit of blush on the tip of my nose. So now I'm going to reapply the mouth because I noticed that when I tried to trace it and then fill it in, I made it too short and a little bit too wide. So I'm going to use a liquid liner this time for a more precise application. Now I'm going to apply a peachy pink tone corrector to the bottom lip area because I didn't fill it in all the way and around the whole mouth as well. Now I'm going to use a jumbo eye pencil just to apply those little tiny baby teeth. So now I'm going to use a gray eyeshadow just to sculpt down around my chin area. I guess this gives it a more baby-like chubby appearance. Now I'm going to apply the creamy jumbo eye pencil to the places where the mask naturally shines. Now you're ready to repeatedly kill someone on their birthday.
Why are you doing this to us? Because you were home.
I'm going to start by using a dark brown eyeshadow to draw around the outlines for the mask. I'm also going to apply the outline for the under eye or for the eyes and apply a foundation that's a couple of shades lighter than my skin tone. I'm going to use a light brown eyeshadow just to blend out the top of it a little bit, and I'm going to also use a black eyeshadow to deepen it up. Use a light pink blush to blend it over the eyebrows. Now I'm going to use a deeper blush to apply that in the contour area and up by the cheeks. I'm going to use the white cream makeup to apply it in 4 lines on the sides of my eyes. I'm going to use a black cream makeup to fill in the eyes. I'm going to use the black cream makeup to apply the lines to the top and the bottom. Now I'm going to apply the little lashes, and this would have worked better with a wig cap. You would have been able to see them better. And I also didn't get a chance to draw on the eyebrows. You know, where would they have went? I'm going to use a translucent powder to tone down this blush because even in Halloween makeup I still go crazy with the blush. Now I'm going to take the red and black cream makeup to create the doll-like lips. Now where a mask naturally shines and reflects, I'm just going to apply some white cream in those areas. And you are ready to break into someone's home and terrorize them.